As has been mentioned on numerous occasions on my PSR segment, my tolerance of dance music has soured over the last few years. The primary reason for this being that due to the genre completely saturating the charts over the last decade or so, it seems that anything from this genre can land in the top 40 completely out of the blue. And well done to the artists that are able to achieve this, but if we're being completely honest with ourselves, unless you have some sort of distinction that separates you from the competition, 99% of this kind of music is unmemorable, has nothing distinct about it, nor does it have a unique USP that makes it distinguishable from the rest, and so many artists and DJs end up falling by the wayside, never to be heard from again. One of these DJs who has managed to escape irrelevance, somehow, is Dutch disc jockey Martin Garrix, whose current tally in the UK stands at 5 top 40 singles, with this track, In the Name of Love, featuring vocals from American singer-songwriter Bebe Rexha, is his most recent. In essence, it's a track where the female lead asks for assurance from her love interest, all the while reassuring him that she'll do the same in return. It's pretty bog standard, but I'd be lying if I said that this song didn't irritate me, not only on a lyrical level but on a production level as well, but we'll get to that in due course. First, the lyrics. First one has our female lead asking her love interest whether he'd be willing to walk in fire even after warning him that it was going to burn him. Well, no shit, fire burns. Thanks for that, BB. I never would have figured that out for myself if you hadn't told me. And she also asks him whether she'd allow her to lead him through the dark even if he were blind. Dark or light, sweetheart, I doubt it would make much of a difference on the light situation. Poor fucker would need a hand regardless. The second verse isn't as bad as the first, it's just the usual lovey-dovey puke-inducing cliches that are part and parcel of songs of this nature. Once again with the lead asking whether her fella would trust her to catch him from a great height. 2 feet, maybe. Anything beyond that may be risking injury, or something more serious if you're rising above the clouds, BB. But the verse ends with a nice touch with BB promising to comfort him in his hours of desperation. Although the poison in his head, I don't think much comforting's gonna do any good on that front, just saying. Nothing much to report back on concerning the chorus or the bridge. The first is just repeating the title over and over again, with the bridge seeing our female lead's desire to scream upon high regarding their companionship. So as far as the lyrics go, they're harmless if anything, but it's the production that's pretty god awful. Upon listening to this track, it immediately puts me in mind of the Jack Hughes song, Where Are You Now? It contains a very similar squealing effect that has the same effect of a cold steel hand wrapping itself around your sphincter. It's a warbling earache of the nth degree, and there's no appeal in this whatsoever. It's annoying, pitched way too high for human hearing, and is likely to cause migraines upon prolonged exposure. The piano and weak guitar chords have no life or passion to them, and only serve as a precursor to the even weaker crescendo that's not really a crescendo, and the drop in the chorus that, much like every other drop that came in every other EDM track of this year, has zero payoff and you're left unfulfilled afterwards. The merger of skittering electronic percussion, squealing effects and watered down synths also add nothing in terms of dynamic. All in all, it's a pretty poor track with very little to offer and gives no reason as to why I should be invested in any more of Martin Garrix's work, nor does it give me any reason to invest any time into Bebe as a singer either. Her vocals are pretty annoying, sounding like someone who's on the come down after inhaling so much helium, and she doesn't have any sort of emotion behind her voice at all. You could have replaced her with a robot and I honestly wouldn't have been able to have told the difference. So it's a pretty lackluster way to end the year, but let's hope 2017 will be a better time for PSR.